Welcome back to the Pistol Report. My name is John Francois. I'm the Senior Instructor for Archangel Technologies. And when we left off, we covered loading the shotgun and stance and using the bead sight. And so what we're going to do now is, before we get started, let's do our 4 rules of gun safety. Gun is always loaded. Don't put your finger on the trigger until you're ready to shoot. Know your target and what's beyond it, and don't let the barrel point at anything you're not willing to destroy. So now that we have that, we're going to demonstrate live fire and how to handle the recoil of a shotgun by using proper stance. So just like we went over loading with the snap caps or the inert rounds, we're going to do the same thing with live rounds. So here's again the Remington 870 Marine Magnum, and we're going to be firing 2 3/4 inch shells that are double-aught buck, which is roughly a 30 caliber pellet. And we'll get into the size when we get into ammunition and construction. So as we did before, the breech is open. We look, make sure there's nothing in it. We close it, we make sure the safety's engaged, and then we start to load. And as I showed you before, the easiest way to load is to flip the Remington over. And if you have a saddle holster like this one, you take each round one by one and drop it into the loading gate right in front of the magazine, and you load. This particular shotgun with the extended magazine tube can hold up to 7, but we're just going to load 4. And then once the magazine is loaded, you flip the shotgun back over, finger away from the trigger on the frame, and some people hold it behind the trigger guard, so there's no chance of it slipping down and having an unintentional discharge. Once that's done, the shotgun still needs to be chambered. All the rounds are still in the magazine. So as we covered before, you have a slide release up front of the trigger guard. So you put your hand over it, make sure your finger's not in the trigger guard. You depress it down and up. Use quite a bit of force to make sure it properly loads. If you kind of halfway do it, it could cause the action to jam. So now that we have that, we taught about the proper stance. So we're going hot on the range. It is loaded. The safety, a bar safety, is just behind the trigger. So as we talked about before, when I'm on a shotgun range, I let the stock go under my forearm right to about the elbow and bicep, and that way I have a counterweight, the front pushing up, and it's not as heavy. And as we go forward, you want that good boxer stance. And if you use cover, always start behind cover, step out, engage the target, a good cheek well, and you're going to aim right down the barrel, and you'll see the bead sight. Once you have that, trigger goes off, and okay, range is safe. Safety is re-engaged. Open the action, check it, and that is how you do the standing with a 12 gauge shotgun. If anybody has any questions, please get into the comments below. Thank you.